What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Faith, and I'm live and direct with another YouTube video for you all. I'm gonna try to make this one short, sweet, and simple. Um, we are back talking about the stock market. A lot of people have been, hey, when are you gonna? I need the information on the stock market. I need that info. The other stuff that you're doing is cool. We love that too, but we want to make some money. Everybody want to make some money. So y'all want to make some money? All right, let's do it. Y'all come with me on this journey. We gonna make some money. Today I'm gonna do something that I have not done before previously on my YouTube channel, and I am going to show you a live position that I am currently in the stock market. And I'm actually down on this position. So if you guys were to enter even today, right, you would have a better average than I do. So we are just gonna jump right into it. I don't want to hold you guys, and let's see. Give me a second so I can pull it up. And yeah, I told one of my homies about this, and he said he bought some shares. You know, the crazy part is, and the reason why I think I haven't been doing it more, because I tell people about this information all the time, and I don't know if it's because I'm not making $1 million a day doing this. But some people tend to not even listen to you unless you have something to show them, right? Which I do have things to show. I just don't show because I don't want it. I don't want it to come off as bragging. When I started trading stocks, I started to see a bunch of people who, I don't know if it came off as genuine. I didn't feel that way, but once you start learning the stock market and learning what to do and knowing exactly how to do it, and you become good at it and you start posting gains, it just kind of rubs people the wrong way. And you definitely need to really watch your inflection and how you do these things. There needs to be some type of it needs to be some type of something around the way that you do it, some type of structure around the way that you do these things. And a lot of people just like to come up here and say, hey man, I made $50,000 today trading the stock market. All right, but what does that do for the person that's watching the video? It does absolutely nothing. You didn't tell them about the plan beforehand, right? You didn't tell them, hey, that they should probably get in. A lot of people tell you about these moves after the moves have already been made and the money has already been made. Today, I'm giving you guys information on the stock that I am in. I'm about to show you my live position. I'm in this stock. It has not made the move that I wanted it to make yet. And yes, I am currently down, but for those who are already asking, you'll see, I'll show you in a second, but like, I'm just giving you this info early. I'm giving you this info early. I want you guys to get in this play with me. The beautiful thing I love about the stock market is the fact that you don't have to you don't lose any money by you and all of your homeboys or your homegirls getting into the same exact play. We can all get into Apple calls or Nvidia calls or SPY calls, all by the same contracts, the same strike price, put in the same amount of capital, and all come out making the same amount of money. That's the beautiful thing I like about this. It doesn't take anything from anyone. So sharing this information with you guys is what I'm getting ready to do. I hope you take this info and not just take the info, but actually go and do something with it. So without further ado, let's get right into it. I am going to share my screen. And yes, we have talked about this stock before, but I'm gonna show you guys again anyway, because I am telling you something isn't right. Please check your network connection. Check if you're online. Am I still streaming? Okay, yeah, I'm still recording. Okay. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is gonna make a move. I don't know when it's gonna make a move, but this is one of the stocks that I'm looking for to make a move, possibly in 2025. I'm pretty fucking confident. Excuse me, I ain't even supposed to curse because I'm uploading this to YouTube. Well, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident that this stock makes a move in 2025 at some point. So The upside potential is just crazy from where it's currently trading at right now. So without further ado, straight bars, no fluff. I'm gonna give you guys the info. Are you guys ready for the stock? Drums, please. The name of this stock is a company that we are all very familiar with. You use their products. You probably have some of their products laying around your house right now as we speak. That company is called Nike. Y'all like how I did that, right? It's 11:04 Eastern Standard Time. It's just today it has just made a move. I was watching the level. I don't know if you guys remember it, but in a previous video, I'm gonna see if I can pull up the chart. I showed you guys this chart already, right? So in a previous video, I had, let me see if I can switch it over. I had this level here. Bam, bam, bam. So any levels that you plot below where the price action currently is, which is here, these levels, this is how I do it. I just make them green because I know that it's an area of demand, right? And like I told you guys, if you go here, if I go back to here, I didn't mean to do that. Here, if I go here, and supply and demand, bam. Wait, what happened to the? Hold on, give me a second. Give me a second. It's in here. Here it is. Supply and demand, bam. So if I go back here, right? Supply and demand and support and resistance is the same exact thing. I told you guys this already, right? Supply and demand and support and resistance is the same exact thing. Support is the same as demand. Think of support as when you stand up. What's your support when you stand up? So when you stand up on your feet, if I were to stand up right now, what would be my support? The ground, right? The ground is the support that I'm standing on, right? The support is the same thing as demand. Now, the supply would be where sellers are. So if I go back to this chart, let's see, the next area of supply would be, let me go to the hourly. The next area of supply that I have is 82. So from 75 to 82, we're on the 1 hour chart. It's been flirting around with this 75 area. As I told my homie before, this is a big area of demand. And it just bounced pre-market. Nice bounce. Nice bounce. Dollar and, what is it? $1.74 bounce. When you're trading options, so if you're trading equity, $1.74 just equals $1.74. So if you have 100 shares, you made $1.74 per share. The difference is when you're trading options, if you catch a $1.74 move trading weekly options, that's, I mean, you would have to factor in a few things, but that's well over 30%, a 30% trade, right? So, excuse me, I'm coming down with some type of cold. I don't know what's going on. My daughter's sick and my wife not feeling well, nothing. So, but yeah, this is the stock that I told you guys I was waiting for, and I just want to get right into it. Let's go back here. Bam. So Nike is currently up $1.79 today, or the equivalent of 2.4%. Let me scoot over some. So this is how you read this chart. The ticker is at the very top, NKE. A ticker is nothing more than an abbreviation. It's an acronym for the company name, right? NKE. AAL is American Airlines. UAL is United Airlines. DAL is Delta Airlines. Like, it's just an abbreviation for a company. So if you hear someone say ticker, what's the ticker? If they ask you for the ticker, it's nothing more than just the abbreviation. So I don't want to make this too complicated for you. I want to simplify everything in ways that you can understand this. Because when I started doing this, it was tough for me to understand. But I want to give you guys the game, the easiest way to digest it. So NKE is the ticker. The actual name of the company is right below it, which is Nike. The actual price that the company is trading at is right below it, which is $76.94. It's up $1.84 today, or the equivalent of 2.48%, right? Now, I'm about to scroll down and show you guys my actual position. Excuse me. So if I scroll down, here's my position, right? Now, I have 302 shares of Nike, 302.1555 shares of Nike, right? The market value, which is right to the right of that, is the equivalent of all the money that I put in initially to buy these shares, plus whatever money I'm up or down on the total return, right? So if you add the 1,400 to the 2,300, that's 24. Excuse me, that's 24,600, 24,700, somewhere around there. That's what I put in initially, but because I'm down $1,460 total, or an equivalent of 5.92%, it takes that money away from my market value that you see on the screen, right? And if you look, the average cost that I paid for these shares is $81.73. Now, that does not mean that I bought all of these shares at one time at the strike price, at the price of $81.73. So initially, I started adding shares to my portfolio when Nike was $92, right? And I think then they had earnings recently. They had an earnings miss, so that dropped the stock price. I bought more around the $89 area, and then I started buying more shares around the $86 area, and more shares once it dropped. I think it dropped to like $74, $75 recently within the last 2 weeks. I bought even more shares there, right? Well, all of those shares combined, I have an average cost of $81.73, right? So what happens is you want to, this is a good spot, and this is why I'm saying that this is a good spot. For one, I have done my research on the company, and people know about Nike, right? This is not some brand new company that just IPO'd, and we don't know what direction it's gonna go in. Nike is the biggest sports apparel company in the world. They have deals with the tennis league. I don't know the professional tennis league, so excuse me. I'm not a sports guy. I don't watch sports at all, except like the big games. I'll watch like the basketball championship, or I'll watch the Super Bowl or something like that. But I just don't really do sports. But yeah, they have some of the biggest people on their roster signed to them. They have LeBron James. He has a lifetime deal. Serena Williams. They have Drake. Kevin Durant. I'm not sure if Kyrie Irving is still with Nike or not. But I say all that to say that these people are not doing business with other companies. You need to follow the money. Follow the money, right? What are the celebrities putting their money into? Who are these people investing into, right? And the fact that all of these people have deals with these companies is crazy. It's crazy because like they have a team around them of people who, they have CPAs, they have lawyers, they have financial advisors, people who are in their corner doing all the work, analyzing all of these numbers, logistics, everything, before they actually make a Kobe. Kobe is still rest his soul, but Kobe is also signed with Nike. All these people who are in their corner, who are doing all this information, this research before they get the actual athlete to sign a deal with the company, right? So they're doing all the research. Let them do all the research. I was given an analogy one time which made so much sense in the real estate world, where when they have hotels somewhere in any city or state, they've done all of the research before they decided to go out and just build that hotel, right? So they have the research on future plans of the city or state. How many people are living around that area? Is it a tourist area? Are people spending money in that area frequently? And if so, if it meets a certain criteria, I don't know exactly what their criteria is besides those ones that I just listed. But if it meets their criteria, then they're like, hey, I want to go ahead and invest in this hotel because it meets all the criteria that we're looking for. And I say that to say that they've already done the work. So that's somewhere that you probably want to invest in, maybe purchasing a rental property and converting it into an Airbnb. Maybe purchasing a primary residence there because you know at some point that the value of your house is going to go up and you're going to have a lot more equity in it. Little things like that. Take the information, let these guys go and spend all the money gathering all that data because 9 times out of 10, you probably don't have the resources in order to do that. Let the companies do that and you follow suit. Always follow the money, right? I say all that to say, yes, this is my position in Nike. This is live. This is live in my account. $76.73. Remember that I told you that 75 was a huge area to add at or start getting some exposure. And I can see easily a 30% return on this. Easily a 30% return. Now, here's another thing I'm gonna tell you guys. I'm trying to give you guys all the gems, right? All bars, no fluff. I'm trying to give you guys all the gems. Straight bars, no fluff. So, all right. So today's return, I'm up 2%, or the equivalent of $494.78, right? But my total return, I have not made a profit on this position yet. Now, a lot of people are gonna see, man, you're down 1,500. I could never stomach that. And this is the thing with trading stocks. The bigger and the better that you get with trading these stocks and the more exposure that you have, meaning the more money that you start to put into these companies, when they have pullbacks, your loss is going to, as you start putting more money into your brokerage account and buying more assets, when these stocks start to have pullbacks, you're going to see some heavy losses, right? And I don't mean losses as a term and as a permanent loss. You're down. I'm down right now. Currently, I'm down 6% or $1,500, right? I'm not down. Like, this is not money that I have lost. I've lost value, right? You don't lose the money unless you sell the position. I need everyone to understand that. You do not lose the money unless you sell the position. That's when you've lost. If you can understand that concept, I was talking to one of my homies, and he has a bunch of Bitcoin, right? Owns a bunch of Bitcoin. I'm a huge believer in Bitcoin. I'll do another video on that one day. Huge believer in Bitcoin, and he said that when Bitcoin was down, he said that he was down like 2 million. And I'm like, whoa, I don't know how I would be able to stomach that. That's a big, but I'm letting you guys know this info because for one, it's a big loss to be able to open your phone, look at your position, and see that you're down $2 million without your emotions playing a part and you clicking that sell button. Do not sell, right? Long story short, this was a few months ago. Bitcoin has made a rebound and he's up like 7 million, right? Crazy numbers, I know, but the same thing, the same concept, the same strategy applies when you do the same thing like what I'm doing right now. These numbers that I'm showing you, right? So I'm not down 2 million, but I am down 1,500. And for a lot of people who've never been able to play with these type of numbers before to even understand what it feels like to be down numbers that you've never really had a chance to grasp the concept of, like, some people get down $150 and it's like their life is over. Or I want to cancel this position right now. I can't do this. My life is over. I don't want to. Nah. The more exposure you start getting into these companies, the bigger your portfolio gets. Whenever it's time for a pullback or a major correction in the market, your losses, your value losses are gonna get even bigger. I say all that to say that you need to start, if you are taking this seriously, you need to start preparing yourself mentally for these losses to be even bigger and bigger, because it doesn't do anything but grow. As you grow, as you put more money into it, stock market pulls back, you look at your portfolio one day, you're down $3,000. Or let's just take this position for example, right? I'm down 1,400. Maybe I have an average cost of $81, right? So let's say Nike drops to $61.73. So I've lost $20 per contract, and I have 302 contracts. What's the math on that? So 302 times 20 equals. So I would be down $6,041, right? Now, I wouldn't sell still. That's a lot to be down, but I've been down more before, right? But if that was the case, if Nike was right now only trading at $61.73, I'd be down like $6,000. But this is another beautiful thing. This is not options. We haven't even got to talk about options. This is equity. So this is long-term buy and hold, stuff that you want to pass down, or you at least have a 3 to 5 to 10 year plan on holding this, right? And Nike is a good company to hold a bunch of shares in, because they also pay a dividend. So I say all that to say, like, this is a play that I'm in. I'm being super transparent about this play that I'm in. And I'm actually down 5.9% or 6%. I'm up 500 for the day. Yeah, that's cool. But overall, if I were to sell this position right now, I would take a loss of $1,469, $1,400.69, $1,460.13, right? If I were to sell that position today, which I'm not. I'm giving you guys this game. This is a free play. I'm not going to do this all the time. Eventually, you guys are going to have to subscribe to my YouTube channel and join my Discord if you want all of my plays, right? We don't have the Discord yet. We're currently working on it as we speak, but eventually you're going to have to subscribe. So take these plays that I'm giving you. I want you guys to actually make some money from me first. If I'm not giving you no gems, if you have not learned anything from this video, if you've learned nothing, don't support me. Don't subscribe to the channel. Don't leave a comment. Don't do any of that. If you have learned absolutely nothing from what I've been sitting up here talking about for these past 20 minutes, do not support me at all. I want to give you guys some free game first. Let you make a few dollars to understand that, hey, I think this guy really know what he's talking about. So I want you guys to do that. Invest, even if you just buy one share. Just buy one share, just one, just to see what's gonna happen. And I need you guys to start understanding like how this money moves, right? Just buy one share right now at $77. I know you have $77. If you don't, you should make it your goal to save $77 so that you can buy one share of Nike. And just wait, just buy it and hold it. Do not sell it. Do not sell it. Buy it, hold it. And this video is going to age well. I know for a fact that it is. It's not a shadow of a doubt in my heart. I know this video will age well. And once it ages well, I'm gonna come back and do another video, and I'm gonna put clips from this video in the new video when Nike is at $150 per share, $170 per share. I'm gonna do that. I guarantee you. I'm gonna make this video real quick. I just wanted you guys I wanted to share a gem with you guys, a diamond in the rough. This is a beat up stock that is due for it's due for a bounce back. So be on the lookout for the stock. You can say I told you here first. And I'm also gonna pick up some options on this. I'll do that in another video and show you what options contracts I'm gonna jump in. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I hope you enjoy the channel so far. We have a lot more content coming for you guys. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And just like that, we are out. Peace.